have a medical 131 Mitchell's Lane, 131 Mitchell's Lane. For a male subject possibly having a heart attack, we have connected it to EMD. Timeout is 6 minutes.
We are the Locust Volunteer Fire Department. We cover 15 square miles in the Locust community, which is west of Pottsboro, Texas. We also mutual aid for Pottsboro and Preston fire departments. We have 16 volunteer firefighters. We have coverage for about 350 residents, 2 marina resorts, a campground, and 2 camps.
At Christmas, we still have a Santa come to the fire department, because since we're out here in the country, we have a lot of kids that don't have a lot. It's kind of a needy area. We have Santa come, and with all the donations and the money we raise each year, we're able to go and buy, for 50 kids, we buy gifts. We have them come to the fire department. They get to meet with Santa, and we provide a meal for them. And it's not just going and fighting the fires or going to accidents or medical calls. It's helping those in the need in the community. And if there's somebody that's in need, they can reach out to either a fireman or one of the board members, and if it's possible, we reach out and pull from the funds and help them however we can.
All of the volunteers are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And once we get a 911 dispatch call, you can respond on your phone that you are responding to the call. And we average about 250 calls a year. About half of them are medical calls, and the rest of them are grass fire calls and structure calls. Some of the calls that have impacted me the most are some of our medical calls. We have a lot of elderly people out here that have retired near the lake, and they are either DOSs, dead on scene. We have several of those each year because of their age and their medical needs. But probably the ones that affected me the most are 17-year-old kids with a drug overdose, dealing with that, getting them to the emergency room, small children hanging out in the farm area, working and playing in the barns, and get stuck, foot in tin, and helping them get out of their situation. The structure fires are, of course, very dramatic when you have to SCBA up and go inside a fire. I have done 3 of those. One was a person dead from smoke, but dealing with the fire, putting the fire out, and dealing with someone who's passed away in the fire.
So I spent 15 years in the military. I fought in Afghanistan and Iraq. I just put it in the back of my mind. I don't really, it doesn't really affect me anymore, except for it's a loss of life, and you feel for the family. You know they're hurting, so you try not to let your emotions get into it. You're there to do a job, but eventually it always creeps back in there later on in the day.
You just have to listen to them. I mean, it's something they have to go through themselves. All you can do is sit here and listen to them, because I can't relate, but I can listen.
I was over at the table saw, and I had a 2x4, and we was cutting some stuff to lay right here, go to sleep on sometime, and then I fell over, and I looked up, and I seen that, and I just wanted to desert. She got me in front of the truck, and Mike and them come up, and I don't know what all went on from there. I was plumb out of it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do things I used to do. I even had to learn to do my rod and reel and everything. Every time I turned the table saw on, I just saw up, I just shake. At night I wake up and she's caught me hollering at night, I dream about this all the time.
You never know if it's a structure fire, if they're going to be able to come out of it okay, or if it's too hot. I know Mike's gone to him, and he's come back, and he's been exhausted from the heat of it, and it's taken him days to recover. So yeah, I worry about him.
You don't think about it being dangerous. I think about if it's something I can do to help somebody, you know, and I've been trained through the department on how to do certain things. I have no desire to run into a burning house, but I will. If I can help somebody, I will. That's just my nature. It always has been. You know, that's kind of, I guess, why I decided to get back to the community. It's something I can do that can help other people.
Volunteering is just what it is. It's volunteering. And like our little signs in there, we firefighters are heroes for what they are willing to do, not for what they do. So it's a part of giving back. And even though there is a danger in it, you still want to help people that are in need. And we're not, all of our firefighters are not really looking for a reward, but more about giving back and helping our community and those who are in need.
It's a thankless job. You know, we don't get paid, but we get to serve our community and we get to help each other out.
If you check out the statistics, 70% of firefighters in the United States are volunteers. So it's not a paid job, but as a volunteer, we have a great opportunity to influence our communities.
If not me, then who?
If not me, then who?
If not me, then who?
If not me, then who?